Hello, everybody. This is the weekly wrap up. I'm Ross Macdonald. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about market sentiment. We're going to talk about when and when not to trade and see exactly where the market is. So, thank you for tuning in. Let's jump into the charts and let's see what's happened. It's been a week of red as we're approaching September. I hear most people say in September that, oh, it's usually a down month. And then I've heard some no coiners say, oh, September is always a great month. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, these people are going to get destroyed. I tell people, try not to predict the market, try to react to it. But here is where the numbers are. Bitcoin's currently at $19,919, down 7.8% on the week. Ethereum's at $1,559. It's down 8.1%. We've got our stable coins there in the top 10 from different exchanges and different uses. BNB is down 9%. XRP is down 6%. Cardano's down 2.6%. Solana's down 12.1%. Polkadot's back into the top 10 and down 3.6%. So let's look at the charts and take a close look and see where this is at. Are we going to see lower lows? Are we going to see a market dropout in September? Let's evaluate the situation and make some decisions for ourselves. And let's have a reminder here that this is educational and for entertainment purposes. This is not financial advice, but this is so that you can be empowered to make your own decisions. Looking at the chart here this is for BNB. You can see that it has bounced a few times off of $274 for BNB. And it's interesting because it's in this real tight wedge pattern there. So will BNB itself be able to break out of this, or will September suck it down into a lower price? Let's look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has been trading sideways. A week ago, Bitcoin dropped $2,000 from 21,800 down to 19,800 roughly over this time period here. So this was a wild drop, and it's basically been trading sideways. When I look at Bitcoin here, it's been bouncing off of the Bollinger Band, and just really it looks like an accumulation period, which is not a bad thing. For a lot of people, this means that the market is okay with the price at this point. People aren't scared to sell off, but how can we evaluate this further to try to get an idea where the market is going to go to? Let's take one last look at a top 10 token here. Ethereum has been doing well. People are predicting the new Ethereum 2.0 as that's all going down now. September 6th, there will be an update to that. September 10th to 20th, it will all drop into place for Ethereum 2.0. It'll be very exciting to see what happens. Will it have sparks, and will the market just explode because Ethereum's on 2.0? No, it shouldn't. It's going to have a slow turnaround, and things will slowly be migrating here. So don't be shocked if there isn't a lot of activity on that, or if it pairs up with the rest of the market. But let's refer to this real quickly here. Bitcoin dominance. Everyone's heard this, but what does it mean? It means that when you compare the market cap, the total supply and the price of Bitcoin versus the market cap of all other cryptocurrencies, how much is Bitcoin dominating? Well, now it's been dropping down from 48% in the last 6 weeks down to 39.95%. This is one of the lowest lows for Bitcoin. We saw this recently in January. We saw it close to this in September 2021. We saw 40.82% in May of 2021, and then we hadn't seen that since way back in April 2018, and we did see a few percent below 40 back in January 2018 when Bitcoin had its real big pump back to the first time it hit 20,000. What does this mean? Are people trading? Are they not trading? Are they afraid? If we look at the Fear and Greed Index, and you look that up, you will see that we are right on the cusp of extreme fear. Extreme fear. People are fearful, and you can see that in the numbers here. Look at Bitcoin trading with $25 billion of trading volume, and Tether's only 34. Typically, when the market's healthy, you will see that double or more with Tether, or you will see that spread potentially into some other tokens. If you total them up, USD Coin 4 billion, Binance USD 7 billion. Those are normal numbers for USD Coin and Binance for volume over the last few months. So what does this mean? When we don't see a lot of activity in Tether, it means that we're not seeing people going in and out of stable coins trading. Maybe people are getting smarter. Maybe they're hodling. Maybe they're dollar cost averaging. Maybe they don't want to risk right now because they don't know if the market's going to drop or they don't know if it's going to go up. So just be patient. Just wait. And so keep an eye on those numbers as we go into September now through the weekend and see what things shape up looking like next week. Something to consider is, when is the time to trade? When is the time not to trade? There are days in the market when you can take aggressive positions and there's nothing to win. There's no profit to be had. How do you identify that? Look at these numbers. Take a look and compare some of these things. Take an idea that you have and legitimize it with data or with market sentiment or with news, and keep digging until you feel confident about your position that you're taking. One of the ways you can do this, jump back into the charts here, if you want to get some ideas and you want to compare and see what other people are thinking, get into tradingview.com. Go onto the right side here. There's a few things here. You can record your own ideas and share them with the community with the light bulb on here. But the one down here, there's an ideas stream. You can see, you can click on this and look at this. All kinds of technical analysis that people are running. Now, a lot of what you see here will be people charting waves and patterns. They're going to say, oh, you need to see the ABCDFG pattern up and down, and then we'll go into a new one. Or they'll say, we're going to have 60-day cycles or 90-day cycles, and people will run different technical analysis. Now, these are very interesting. They can give you ideas of where the market is, especially when you see a lot of people doing these things. Why does this make sense to look at? Because everybody charts the same way. Everyone uses the same tools. And if everyone's doing that, that's why you see candles bouncing off of trends like this in this chart here. Look at these candles. They are aligning perfectly. Now, if you charted from here to here with this bottom of this indicator here, why would these next candles bounce off of there exactly at the same point? Either people think that's a good entry or exit point or purchase point, or they've already set market orders at those prices because people chart the same way. So this is where technical analysis can actually make some sense. But again, don't try to predict the market. Try to react to it. And if you don't feel like there's an opportunity to make any money, just be patient. Don't panic. Don't sell. Just watch the market. And hopefully you're not too stressed out about when you see red in the market. People who trade well and who invest well, when the market goes down, they find opportunities to buy. When the market goes up, you find opportunities to sell. Try to wrap your head around that, because sometimes it feels a little bit unnatural. Let's jump into OpenSea and look at the stats of the most popular NFTs here. Let's change this to 7 days. Over the last 7 days, this has been really big. Digit Daigaku Genesis, and I don't know much about this, but it's gone up 3%. They've got 3,789 Ethereum in volume over the last week. There's only 756 owners, so it's quite expensive. 9.88 for a new project for the floor price. And as you jump into this, it's full of animation. I know very little about this. This seems foreign to me, but it's doing well. And as usual, we see Bored Ape Yacht Club, Other Side, which is coming out with new events coming up in Q4. So you have to watch for that. DGods are back on Solana with their accounts that were suspended the other day, and they're back in place. That seems like a very, very strong project there. And other NFTs are just trucking along. Like, these are markets that are trading. If you want to know if an NFT is doing well, make sure you look at the activity. Go into Digit Daigaku Genesis and click here beside items. Go into activity, and you can look and you can see, well, what's been happening here. So here's the the beginning of the project from mint, or when things hit the open market on August the 9th. You can see they had 811 sales, and it went lower than that, as low as 32, 18, and then now it has started to ramp up in price and in transactions, and now it's sort of leveling out. So don't chase pumps. That includes in NFTs. They say those who chase straights and flushes go home and greyhound buses. You will lose your shirt if you chase pumps. So maybe it's a little late to enter into something like this, unless you're familiar with anime or Japanimation and you love these sort of things. Stick to things you know. Do research and feel comfortable in your decisions. Don't just make emotional decisions, especially if you're getting into NFTs. Well, again, I'm Ross Macdonald. Thank you for tuning in to the weekly wrap up, and we will see you next Friday at the same time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Thanks. Have a great weekend.